All right, my man. State your name and let them know you on Real Talk with Nick.
What's good? My name's Vaughn. I'm here with Nick. Real
That's what's
Talk with
up.
Nick.
That's what's up,
What's
man.
good?
Are you a Knicks fan, brother?
Nah, I'm not a Knicks fan. Not like that.
But
A little bit, but I'm from New York.
from New York.
Yeah.
So is it safe to say you're a disappointed Knicks fan?
I'm a disappointed Knicks fan.
But you're not that disappointed
But
when
I'm
you
not
went
that
to the
disappointed
Brooklyn
Knicks.
Nets.
Yeah. I went to the Nets right now.
You ain't went to the Nets.
Nah.
So you ain't that disappointed. All right,
I
so
ain't that
that's,
disappointed.
all right. There's hope. There's hope, man. When we speak of these Knickerbockers, man, who is the most impressive player in your eyes, man?
Right now with the Knicks?
With the Knicks.
Most impressive player with the Knicks right now.
I'll give you some help, man. You got Julius Randle. You
I
got
was going to say
RJ
Julius
Barrett.
Randle, but Julius Randle be letting me down sometimes, man.
Let's talk about it,
He be
man.
letting me down. Like, I'll be hearing it. Oh, Julius Randle nice to that third. Whenever I watch this game, sometimes he be Gucci. Then sometimes they be like, bro, what is he doing? Same thing with RJ Barrett.
All right, let's stick with Julius Randle as of for now.
Mm-hmm.
When you watch Julius Randle play, you say to yourself, would a real Julius Randle please stand up? It's almost like he got two types of game.
Yeah.
He got the Steve Urkel in him.
Yeah.
Then he got that Stephon where, you know, he's confident. He's going crazy. Let's start with the Steve Urkel side of Julius Randle,
That
man.
man, he be taking some shit. And I be like, sometimes it's the easy shit. Sometimes he just missed the easy shit. And I be confused.
Give an example, like.
All right, so what game was this? It was the game where RJ Barrett hit that buzzer beater over.
What, it was the Celtics?
I think it was the Celtics, yeah. That game, they both were shooting bad. But Julius Randle, I think that he ain't scored like, he probably had like 6 in like the third quarter. But he took mad shots. And I'm just like, bro, he's clowning it right now because he's taking these badass shots and he's almost selling his team. Luckily, RJ Barrett hit that shot, but he was selling his team that day. And I was just like, what's going on?
Do you think he want to be a Knick?
No, I don't think anyone wants to be a Knick, honestly. But this is his chance to have his team. The Knicks is that team where they need that one player that could probably bring them somewhere, maybe 2-3 players, but somebody could take the Knicks somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know if it's RJ Barrett.
And I got another question. When we speak of Julius Randle, man. Some say he got lazy after he got the extension contract.
I feel like that too. I feel like 1 year, I think it's the year the Knicks made the playoffs.
Right.
He was going crazy. Next year, Knicks, I don't know what's going on no more.
And my last question would be, is it safe to say that maybe he can't handle the media?
That's what it is. And that's what I was saying to my dad. I was like, Julius Randle, maybe everything's getting to his head and he's getting a little distracted. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's too much pressure for him. Julius Randle, he got his on and off days.
So when the Knicks was the 4th seed with the help of Julius Randle,
he was great.
Could it be because he was in a bubble? Was there no fans? You think
bubble, no fans. At the same time, it's not like all the cameras was on Julius Randle. Like, you know, that's when he started, like, you know, up and coming with the Knicks. That's when the Knicks actually started doing something when he first got there. But now that he's that go-to player or one of the go-to players, I feel like he's starting to sell. He's starting to sell that back now.
All right. And moving right along, man. RJ Barrett, man. Is he becoming the face of the team when we speak of these Knicks?
I believe so. I believe he's going to be the face. If he's there for a minute, he is going to be the face of the New Yorks right now, the Knicks.
What you like about his game?
I like everything about his game. I like that he's confident. He takes what he practices. I've been following RJ Barrett since Duke because I wanted to go to Duke, honestly. So I've been following RJ Barrett for a minute.
So what has progressed since the days of his
jump shot? That progressed because honestly, his form. I don't know if you realize his form even changed once he got to the NBA. That honestly, what else?
When you say his form, you talking about what? His
jump shot form.
His jump.
Yeah, because it changed. Before it was I don't know. He used to make it, but to me it looked a little broken. To me.
And what about him being left dominant? You think can he switch up?
Yeah, I think he can switch up a little bit.
Think he go to right?
He goes right. I'm not gonna lie. He don't go often now, but he can if he wants to. I believe that. I believe he can if he wants to.
All right.
But lefty's kind of hard to guard, so you know. So why go right if niggas give you a left?
Okay. Yeah. But what do you say to those who say that? All right, we got Julius Randle. He's a left side player. RJ Barrett is a left.
The Knicks they got a lot of left-handed players.
You think that's a disadvantage,
no,
or?
I think it's an advantage because honestly, left-handed players look at Harden. Left-handed players are actually kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. Why? Because you force most people to the right. a left-handed player, especially if he's been playing with both hands his whole life. Because most left-handed players, they don't really have to learn with their right hand. For some reason, people that I know, their right hand is already there just naturally because they're always playing with right-handed players, but they're lefties, so they already have the left-handed gene automatically. So I really feel like he's good. I really feel like honestly he just needs that second, maybe third piece, and the Knicks will gonna go somewhere.
All right, moving right along, man.
Mm-hmm.
And man, you quickly, man. Everybody say that the Knicks is in need of a point guard, right?
I feel like Quickly's okay.
You feel like he's okay. Do you think he's more effective in the second unit, or should he start?
Unit. I don't think he should start. I don't think he's ready to start. Honestly, I think they should be starting Derrick Rose. Are they even starting Derrick Rose still? I think he should be starting Derrick Rose. Quickly, he's not bad, but they could definitely use him in the second unit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think he'll flourish more?
Yeah, he would flow way more. He would have the ball more. He could have the ball more because he's in the second unit now. And he's not bad. He's not a bad player. It's not like he's a bad guard.
Do he remind you of any other players? Like, you know, I'm gonna mention players that one, his idol is Lou Williams. Do you see a Lou Williams?
I was just gonna say Lou Will. He reminds me of Lou Will a little bit. Not crazy, but a little bit, yes. I try not to compare players to other players, but yeah, when I watch him, I do see a little Lou Will with the little handle. He fast. He gets to the basket. And he got a jump shot.
And he got a jump shot.
Yeah.
What do you think he need to work on? Speaking of Emmanuel Quickly's game, man.
Patience. I feel like, not say he turned the ball over a lot, but I feel like a lot of decisions that he makes is rushed. That's what I'll look at the Knicks as. That's the Knicks in the whole, though. I feel like they need to work on their patience and hitting their actual shots. That's really it.
Okay.
I feel like you do that. That's where you need that one. That's why I'm happy that Derrick Rose went there, because you need someone with that. What is it? That veteran mindset, really. That knows, like, all right, doing this over and over again is not going to work. Someone needs patience. Someone needs to actually take their time, and I can't even really describe it. They just need patience.
They just need patience.
Yeah.
Did you see the series between the Knicks and Atlanta Hawks when they got eliminated?
Yeah.
Who did you like on the Knicks that you feel gave they all, and who was slacking in your eyes, man? Who came to play and who stunk it up, man?
Honestly, bro, I can't even. I'm also a Hawks fan, so I'm not going to say the Knicks stunk it up. I'm going to say the Hawks is better than the Knicks.
But that whole year, right? Speaking of last season, man.
Julius Randle let me down. Julius Randle did let me down. He was doing his thing, but I needed him to do more. Because honestly, like it or not, this is his team. This is RJ Barrett's team. I need both of them to do something. Because honestly, I gave up on the Knicks once Melo left. So, yeah. So, but honestly, you let me down. I want to say the two people that should have carried the team, RJ Barrett and Julius Randle.
And Julius Randle, you say that?
Yeah.
And, you know, when we critique Julius Randle's game, a lot of people say he plays like a point guard.
Yeah.
And he plays out of position.
He has the ball a lot.
And do you think he had to do that because the Knicks needed a point guard at the time? Or do you think he's just a selfish player like that who ball hard?
Honestly, I think that he probably just tired of the Knicks not doing nothing. And that's why it's like someone got to be the one to take control. Like, for example, LeBron. LeBron takes control. LeBron, you know, once you're on the court, he's going to have the ball in his hand. Julius Randle, he needs to be that guy to have the ball in his hand. But if you're going to have the ball in your hand, you got to do something with it. That's the only thing with Julius Randle. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's not. He's like on and off.
Do you think he's a player who can play off the ball?
Yes, he definitely can. I feel like he should go more in the post. I think his post game is great.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like his post game is great. He doesn't need to be dribbling the ball the way he be dribbling, to be shooting those fades. He don't need to be doing that. I think that he should work on his post game.
You should work on his post game.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of post game, man, my boy Mitchell Robinson, man, the big man, the center, man. Mitch just got his $60 million extension.
Crazy.
You don't think he's worth that?
Nah.
Why not? Talk to me, man.
Why? He got some work to do. He got a lot of work to do. Honestly, $60 million. Yeah, you're a big man, but honestly, nah. The Knicks, they could get somebody else besides Mitchell Robinson. They can get somebody way different than him.
Now, elaborate that, man, because you might not have Knicks fans' best interests at heart, man.
Yeah.
You say you're not a Knicks fan.
I'm not.
So why should Knicks fans listen to you?
Because look where the Knicks is at. They're not doing nothing. They need a big man. They need somebody. They need a big man. They need a guard. They need to keep Julius Randle. They need to keep RJ Barrett. Then they get rid of everybody else. I mean, keep Derrick Rose too. But everybody else got to go. That's how I feel. I feel like they could get other players from around the league.
So what you don't like about Mitchell Robinson? And before you go there, right?
I feel like
where do you rate him at as a center? Top 10, top 15, top 25? Like, come on, Mitch.
I want to say top 25. Top 25. Maybe top 15. Not top 10. I just feel like there's other big men. You know, the thing I don't like about big men nowadays, they play soft. They don't. You're 7 feet. I don't believe you're 7 feet and the ball should be on the ground. Go straight up with it. A lot of big men don't do that this league. They don't go straight up.
And you don't think Mitch goes straight up?
He draws a lot of contact. Don't get me wrong, but nah, I feel like a lot of big men in this league are soft. I need big men like Embiid. I need big men like even James Wiseman. Somebody just goes right up and just dunk over your head. I feel like big men nowadays play soft. They want to be like the guards nowadays, and that's why Julius Randle.
How you feel about Mitch defensive game, man?
I feel like he clogs the floor up. What is it? On the defensive end, he basically, what's the fucking term I'm looking for right now? In terms of space, he cuts it off basically. Like there's like really no room when he's on the court really to really go to the paint like that. I give him that. His defense is okay. His offense, we gotta work on that. His defense is right though.
All right.
The paint's not sweet.
For the past 2 years, Mitchell Robinson has been practicing behind the arc, shooting threes.
Yeah.
Do you think that's needed for a big man in
today's
game?
league is needed, but like I said, I don't want the big men playing like guards. I want y'all down there grabbing boards and dunking the ball. Like, if you got it, take it. But if you don't be forcing it like a lot of these big men be doing. A lot of these big men don't have that three-point shot, and they be taking it for nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving right along, man. My man, Obi Toppin, man. Obi. You say he's a beast.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Now,
he can be better, though. I needed to see more than just dunking from Obi. He can be better.
So right now, he's just showing you that he can play off the ball.
Right. Right now, he's showing me, like, yeah, he can get down the court. He could get the lobs. He could dunk and shit. But right now, I need to see a little more from Obi. But he's going to get better through the years.
What you like to see more when we speak of Obi?
I need to see more shooting. I need to see more just aggressiveness from him. Like, I don't know if it's because he's light-skinned, but I need to see some more
What does complexion got to do with it?
I don't know. You know, light-skinned players, I'm light-skinned too, but light-skinned players they don't have that aggression. Like, I need to see just a little more aggressiveness in him.
Wow, that's an interesting statement, bro.
That's it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit more aggression. What do you say to those who say that Obi just good for fast breaks, man?
And that's why I need to see a little more out of him. Because right now, I understand you can dunk. I understand you can get down the court and dunk the ball.
Does he remind you of Amori Stoudemire? Not in his prime yet, but do he give you his flashes of what players he remind you of, man?
Right now, I'm not gonna say Vince Carter was just like a dunking person, but right now he just reminds me of somebody. All right, he's on the court. You're gonna see a highlight when he dunks the ball, but that's it. It's like if you're not dunking the ball, I really don't see Obi really doing nothing like that.
Wow.
Yeah, if you're not getting to the basket, I really don't see Obi. Like, yes, he can shoot, but I need to see more. Because right now, the little bit that he's doing is not enough for the Knicks. The Knicks is just a young team, and that's really what it is.
Just a young team, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a young team. It just needs.
You think they following the footprints of the blueprints of Philly?
Philly? The thing with Philly is they're starting to get better now. They're starting to get their pieces. Yes, at the same time they are young, but they're starting to get their pieces. The Knicks just don't have the right pieces yet. That's all it is.
So what you think the Knicks need? What's missing, man?
A guard, and Julius Randle need to get in the post. That's it. They need a better guard, and they need Julius Randle to play big. I need him to play like Embiid and actually hit your shots. That's it. And then I feel like the Knicks can at least make the playoffs again.
Okay. And I know you heard the news about the departure of Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker not there no more?
Kemba Walker's not there no more. Yeah, he's on Detroit. Some say that,
Damn.
Tom Thibodeau wasn't high on Kemba. So I'm asking you.
He wasn't. A lot of teams is now. A lot of teams sleep on Kemba. And I don't like that because I'm like, Kemba could be the guard for the Knicks.
You think so?
Yes, he can be the guard for the Knicks to actually do something. I think Kemba could be on a lot of teams to actually do something.
So what do you say to those who say that Kemba's damaged goods, injury prone?
That's like people that say that John Wall's not good, or that John Wall don't have it no more, or that Bradley Beal's not that good. That's like people like that. Like, nah, Kemba is great. You just gotta let him work. That's it. That's it. You gotta let him do what he does. Let him run your floor.
So you think
Kemba was on the Hornets, and he was by himself really on the Hornets, by himself, but he was doing okay. He wasn't doing bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when we speak of players like Cam Reddish, who's also on the Knicks, player who played with R.J. Barrett, Zion, and Duke, Tom Thibodeau is not high on him either. Like,
Tom Thibodeau's not high on a lot of people. Cam Reddish, I haven't really watched the game like that, so I can't really speak much on him. But I know there's a lot of players that should be getting more playtime on the Knicks.
Right. And when we speak of coaching under Tom Thibodeau, is he a great coach in your eyes, man?
Honestly, I never blame the coach. I always blame the players. I don't blame the coach. Why? I mean, I blame the coach for not playing certain players.
Right.
That's what I blame the coach for. But as far as how the players are on the court, I blame the players. I never blame the coach. Why? Because the coach is not on the court with you. Yes, he's telling you what to do, but he's not on the court with you. He's not forcing you to take that badass shot.
Okay, so when we see a player like Julius Randle bring the ball up like a point guard, turn it over, and you got a coach who's sitting there watching this happen, who fully gets the blame, man? The player or the coach in that situation?
In that situation, the coach. In that situation. Why? Because why is Julius Randle consistently bringing the ball up the court and turning the ball over? And why is he not either out the game, or why you're not having someone else run the guard? Why you're not having D Rose run guard? Why you're not having Quickly run the guard, bring the ball up the court? That's what I don't like. I don't like that.
Okay.
That I understand. That would be the coach's fault.
Okay. And this is the big splash, man. Donovan Mitchell. All this talk about Donovan Mitchell coming to the New York Knicks. Some say if he comes, he will mess up the development of the young players. No, explain.
No.
You high on Donovan.
Mitchell might be that person to help the Knicks do something. You're gonna need that person to have the ball in the hand and actually do something with it. And I think Donovan Mitchell's gonna be that person to have the ball do something with it. And if he can't do something with it, now you have your other options. Now you got your R.J. Barretts and your Julius Randles.
But what do you say to those? Well, ain't no who say this is actual factual. In order to acquire Donovan Mitchell, you got to give up a lot of picks. Like Danny Ainge, he wanted a lot from the Knicks, man. One time you heard RJ in discussion. You heard Obi, quit and grind.
Yeah, you're not going to get Donovan Mitchell and not give up somebody. You're not. So I'm expecting somebody to leave. I'm expecting at least two people to leave.
And who would them two people be?
I wouldn't be shocked if it's Obi and fucking what's his name? RJ Barrett. I won't be shocked if one of them. I know one of them is gonna go. One of them has to go. Because
do you think that'd be a smart move?
No,
man?
Absolutely not. But at the same time, that's Donovan Mitchell. So if he's gonna do what those two couldn't do, that's Donovan Mitchell.
And speaking of Donovan Mitchell, right? Some say it's a Carmelo Anthony situation all over again. If you bring Donovan Mitchell in, you're going to give up a lot of players.
Yeah.
For a player who already want to come here.
Yeah.
Like, you should wait 2 or 3 more years till his contract runs out.
Yeah.
You know.
What I would say is, though, Donovan Mitchell's going to attract more players around the league to want to come play with the Knicks. For example, if KD had went to the Knicks, you see how KD, wherever he went, Kyrie wanted to go. Donovan Mitchell's going to bring some type of attention to where someone else is going to want to play with Donovan Mitchell. And that's when the Knicks are going to do something. So if they can get Donovan Mitchell and hold on to Donovan Mitchell, I say I give the Knicks probably like 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Is he a liability on defense? Because Tom Thibodeau is a defensive coach.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Why? Because he's not lazy. A lot of players is lazy. James Harden's a liability on defense. He's lazy. Donovan Mitchell, I don't think he's a liability. I think that he's just not small, but he's just a little small. That's it.
Are you afraid he might ISO the ball?
Yes, I am. But like I said, I feel like he's gonna ISO and do something with the ball. He's not like a Julius Randle who was like a 50-50. I feel like Donovan Mitchell will actually ISO and probably get to the basket, draw attention to the paint, either dunk it or kick it out. I feel like Donovan Mitchell's gonna be like, that's a good plus to the Knicks. That's great.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great in my eyes. That's great.
Okay. And last but not least, man, when we speak of these Knickerbockers, man, some say the organization is trying to buy a team instead of developing one.
Yeah, that's the NBA. That's the NBA now.
So you don't think it's a Knicks problem? It's a whole NBA problem.
That's the whole. Look at the Lakers. That's the whole NBA. That's literally the whole NBA. Everybody just wants a bunch of superstars on one team. The KD just went to the Celtics. That's the whole NBA now. That's literally.
Oh, he's on the Celtics now?
He's on the Celtics. He's about to go to the Celtics. I don't know if he's there already, but he's about to go. Yeah, they about to have the Nets about to have Jaylen Brown and Seth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's just the NBA. That's the NBA nowadays. That's why I respect players like Giannis who stays on one team, like Steph who just stay on one team. But that's the whole NBA. The whole NBA is trying to buy a championship.
All right, my man.
The Knicks do it.
That's what it is, right?
It is, yeah.
All right, man. I want to thank you for coming on Real Talk with Nick, taking the time out in the heart of Harlem, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, my brother, he into the basketball game himself, yo. Yo, it's been nice, man.
All right.
One, peace.